You didn't hear her like echoey voice either?
No, not really.
Not really. Aloha, good morning. Welcome to the next episode of FloorCereal. I had to remember what we were called for a 2nd there. Today we're reviewing season 1, episode 8 of Bluey, which is Fruitbat.
A quick episode recap.
Bluey having a hard time getting to bed. And when she finally does, she has a dream that she's a fruit bat, and through the dream, she finds some empathy, some sympathy for her dad, and how being a dad can sometimes take time away from doing things that you were able to do before you were a dad.
The girls have just said goodnight to all the animals.
Okay. She said they're nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, we recognize what she's trying to say. But I love that Bandit doesn't correct her. Neither of them do.
You just, good knowledge, kid.
Right. Like, you know what you're saying. We know what you're saying. And I recognize you're not saying it wrong because you don't know. You're saying it wrong because you can't form the words just yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that because, like, if we're constantly correcting small children, then they feel like even when they get it right, they get it wrong.
Yeah.
And it kind of dampens the self-esteem of something that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Bedtime continues.
My question is, did anyone actually get clean?
Yeah, because Bingo was in the shower, but she had an umbrella, and
she's just playing.
And Bluey was sliding around on the floor. I assume he's drying her off, so they did get cleaned eventually, but
just not on camera.
No. I also it's like fun that they have like the bedtime games to make it seem less like a chore or anything, like the getting ready for bed.
Well, and this entire episode is just Bandit exemplifying the redirection aspect of parenting and teaching, where it's not about we got to do what we got to do. It's about redirect. Now it's a game, and bam, they're off, like doing exactly what you wanted them to do anyway, simply because he reframed it with one sentence.
Mm-hmm.
There was no fighting. There was no arguing. Like, yeah, and he does it the entire episode. It's interesting. I mean, she's taping a hockey stick right now. She plays hockey, I'm going to say regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she goes out to play hockey. She talks about having played hockey, but he doesn't get to play football. And, I appreciate the role reversal there, because in most families, it's the mom who doesn't get to do the things that she used to do.
Yeah.
And the dad still gets to go out and play whatever and, do all the things. And, like, I appreciate, and it's not, like, said.
Right.
It just is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the part where Bluey has finally fallen asleep but doesn't realize she's asleep, but we know she's asleep because Mom is downstairs playing a gigantic version
of the game they were playing before.
Pop-Up Croc.
Yeah. At least we're supposed to know. When I first watched this episode, I didn't. You were
like, what happened to that game?
I didn't even register. I didn't even register it was the game that they were playing before. I was just like, oh, guess she's doing that now. That's crazy. Where'd Bandit go? That's so weird. I don't realize until she starts flying away.
Oh my god.
That it's that's a dream.
You just saw a giant bone and Mom sticking Crocs in it, and you were just like, oh.
Classic chili.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the visual cues aren't as obvious for everyone.
It shouldn't surprise me. I'm thinking of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh my gosh. When I thought that the mom was actually cheating on the dad with Santa Claus, because I thought it was a fictional like story song. I thought it was a fictional story song. So in the song, in this fake scenario of this fictional song, that this kid was going downstairs and saw his mom or her mom kissing Santa Claus while dad's just upstairs sleeping in bed. He doesn't know. Because there's the songs about, like the girl who wants Santa to like buy her everything for Christmas. And
Santa baby.
Yeah. It's real. It's happening.
So maybe the critical thinking skills could be improved a little bit. We're working on it.
I think it's funny that he has a space themed room.
Okay, she just flew past Mackenzie's house.
Yeah, and he has like light up stars, or glow in the dark stars on his walls, and also a space themed blanket.
Okay, because of his episode.
Yeah, and I just thought it was interesting.
I was gonna ask, does every kid in Australia have glowy stars? Like, is that
no? Some kids have like they're not like a hive mind. You know that, right?
No, I don't. That's what I'm asking you. Like,
no.
How many other Blueyverse kids' bedrooms have we seen? 2 right now that I can think of, and they've both had the stars.
Which ones? Which ones?
Their bedroom has the stars,
mm-hmm.
and Mackenzie's bedroom just now had the glowy stars.
Yeah, a couple kids have like. It just happens to be.
Do you know how badly I wanted glowy stars when I was a kid?
Me too.
I didn't get them till I was 16, and do you know why I got them when I was 16?
Because you were able to.
Because I bought them my damn self, and Dad, who I was dating at the time, came over and stuck them all to my roof. Your father, not my dad. Your father, my boyfriend. Yes, okay. Stuck them to the roof.
Yeah. I wanted.
Nobody did it for me when I was 4.
So this is you, like.
And this is two families. I love it for them. I'm happy for Bingo and Bluey and Mackenzie that their parents loved them enough to put up glowy stars, and mine did not. I love that for them. Yep. What I'm saying is, does every kid in the Blueyverse have glowy stars in their room?
I don't think every single one.
Bluey finally wakes up from her wonderful dream.
7 o'clock, a big sleep? I mean, I guess when your kids get up at usually like 5 or 6 a.m. That makes sense.
The butt crack of dawn, yes.
But, I mean, like 9 is a big sleep for Luna.
Yeah, because she's usually up by like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like, Icarus is the only one who like wakes up like 4 a.m.
Yeah, but when you were this age, you were up before us every single. Yes, 7 was like, thank God.
Bluey says no thank you to a bowl of fruit for breakfast.
I've definitely experienced that, like having a dream and then it affecting your preferences, like after the dream.
Like what?
I can't think of anything specific.
Good talk. Good talk. I totally thought that was preempting some kind of specific example.
No. I mean, unless you mean like, there's this one time, I think it was either Icarus or you did something in a dream. I woke up and I was definitely really mad at him.
Oh.
It's like, why would you do that to me?
Yeah, I do that to Dad a lot.
That makes sense.
He doesn't make me mad enough in real life, so I have to make it up in my dreams. Yeah. And then I wake up and I'm just like irritated and grumpy. And he's like, did I do something? And I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, in your dream? And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, I'm sorry, whatever it was. I'm like, I know. That's not helping.
It's time for the star chart.
Bluey gets her empathy.
Social management is Bandit.
I'm going to put Bandit in social awareness too. Like, he knew what was coming the moment they ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Mom didn't, but...
Mm-hmm.
Self-awareness and self-management. As always, I think Bingo sits in there.
Self-awareness?
Both of them, like...
All she did was shower with an umbrella and then fall asleep. How is that self-management or self-awareness?
She manages her business so well. Mm-hmm. And in order to manage, you automatically have to be aware of it. Mm-hmm. I think that's where my brain goes.
I think she could sit in one of them, but I think Bluey should go in management just because she came up with her solution of, maybe I can dream of being a Fruitbat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Bingo can go in awareness, sure. I mean, I don't know what your argument for her is, but it's going to be obvious you're playing favorites, but go ahead. You're like, Coco's self-awareness in this one. I think she really takes the cake. She's not even in it.
She really is the most. Do you think Bluey should be in self-awareness?
I don't see her, like, as much, like, displaying that.
You just leave it at 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have who's in what? Where do we score them? Self-management, Bluey.
Not crazy high, maybe just like a 6. Probably gets an 8 or a 9.
Bandit in social awareness.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no. For social awareness, probably just like an 8.
And then management is like 9.
Mm-hmm.
Empathy, Bluey.
A 7 or an 8, because in the beginning, not super empathetic of
Well, she's not, because she's not aware of it yet.
Right.
Yeah, you can't.
But once it's brought to her awareness, she is very empathetic and thankful. Self-awareness is at 5. Self-management, Bluey scored a 6. Social awareness, we have Bandit, and he scored an 8. Social management was Bandit again, and a 9. And then empathy was 8 for Bluey. And then the chart will be up
on Instagram at Persephone Jane and on TikTok at FloorCereal.
Is it FloorCereal or is it FloorCereal podcast?
I will double check and get back to you.
The links will probably be in the caption. Have you been doing that?
I'm gonna say no.
We'll try and put the links in the caption starting like probably a couple podcasts ago. Yeah.
We'll work it out. All right. That's our business for today.
Is that our outro?
Fruitbat. Yeah, that's our business.
That's our business for today. I think you said that last time.
Did I really?
Yeah. I could be remembering wrong. So long ago.
This episode isn't one of my favorites, but when you factor in Bandit, I don't think I really like dream episodes in general. Yeah.
I really like. Well, I mean, obviously, not evident or not. The reason I like dream episodes does not happen in this episode.
Yeah, it's not like when I just think about like episodes in general, this one doesn't even rank for me. But if you look at Bandit managing and like just parenting to the max right there efficiently, it knocks it out of the park. So I don't know why the rest of the episode doesn't like stick in my brain as something awesome to watch. But it is what it is. What it is. Okay. All right, well, that's our business for today. And we'll see you next time.
Well,